Matt Pressman here, editor of Florida Tennis Magazine. I'm here with Peter Hurley, the CEO of PTR, Professional Tennis Registry at the Saddlebrook Resort. We're here to learn a little bit more about PTR. So let's hear a little bit of the background on the PTR.
Great timing, and thanks, Matt. Good to see you. PTR was founded literally 50 years ago in 1976 by Dennis Vandermeer, who created the standard teaching method. And Dennis went on to create an absolutely amazing legacy. And we have 125 countries represented with membership through Dennis and his efforts throughout the years.
And you guys moved from Hilton Head, South Carolina over here to the Saddlebrook Resort, right?
We moved here effectively about 9 months ago. And it's just an absolutely incredible area. Saddlebrook, as you know, if you went to high school here at the Academy, it's just an incredible place with over 40 courts, the history with Hopman back in the days and in the 1980s, and with Sampras and Courier and Capriati and so many others being here, and player development being here for the U.S. for so many years. Just truly an amazing legacy.
Yeah, and what a cool place for PTR to be housed at the Saddlebrook Resort, where you have grass courts, you've got red clay. Behind us, we've got hard true, we've got hard courts. You pretty much can play any Grand Slam title practice for it here. You've got pickleball courts, and soon you'll have padel courts. So you guys actually do trainings here, right?
We do, and it's, as you just experienced, our office is literally right outside the door here, so there's no excuse of not having the ability to play on, whether it's two grass courts or the clay here, or the red clay as well. We have educational series that's going to be here in mid-September. We have a high performance series that's going to be here as well. We're doing level 1, level 2, level 3 certifications here. We also have pickleball, and our PPR entity is absolutely amazing. It's run by Sarah Ansbury, who's a 5-time national champion. And the thirst in Florida and around the country for pickleball these days is truly amazing.
Yep. And one thing I know we talked about before we were on camera here was the fact that Florida makes up most of the membership of the PTR. And I think it's important for our audience to realize that there are trainings right here at Saddlebrook up in the Tampa area in Wesley Chapel, Florida. And you just mentioned 2 of them. So let's talk a little bit about what you have coming up this fall and what those trainings are. One is a high performance one, which I think a lot of our audience might be interested in. Tell us a little bit about what you have on the calendar in the next few months.
So we'll be in Cincinnati at the ATP and WTA championships out there. We're doing a PTRW, which is our women's coaching initiative as well, which we're going to be doing a 2-day seminar there. We have a National Education Day on August 23rd around the U.S. Open. Yeah. We're going to be bringing our members there to get continuing education credits. We're back down here for our education series in mid-September, I think the 19th to the 23rd. Yeah. We're going to have special certifications, workshops, special events around pickleball and for tennis. We do have our high performance coming back in, I believe the 12th through the 15th, 12th through the 14th of October. We're also going to be doing our level 3 training, which is really at the top for high performance coaches here as well, and a number of other things before the end of the year.
And who are some of the folks you have coming in for the high performance? And I had some kind of good big names.
So Carl Maas runs our international coaching, our training as well. And Carl was the Belgium Davis Cup and Fed Cup captain. He coached Kim Clijsters forever. He kind of wrote the female tennis journey. He ran women's tennis at the LTA for 7 years. We have Dean Hollingsworth coming in, who is probably right at the top of training and physio and cardio and as well as mental performance as well.
Yep. And then why should a coach, there's so many pros and coaches here in Florida, some of them have credentials and certifications, some don't. Why should they be certified? Talk a little bit about that and the importance of it.
It really is about, it's not just about backhands and forehands, right? It's really about creating an experience for somebody who's going to love a sport that they can play for the rest of their life. Yeah. It's when someone comes off the court and says, wow, that was absolutely incredible. I can't wait to tell 10 or 15 or 20 of my friends. It's about those experiences with your members at clubs. Why do they want to keep coming back? What's new? What's fresh? How do you keep people entertained and wanting to come back to the court? So I think from a certification, from a continuing education, the professional development, always striving to learn more information, you'll get those at these types of workshops from the top pros who can really hone in on certain aspects of the development.
Yeah, I agree. And then for the younger folks out there, a lot of them don't even know they can have a career in tennis. And so I think one of the cool things about what you guys do is introduce the idea for younger pros to understand that they can really make a career in this industry.
I think one of the special things about PTR has been that about 50% of our coaches and our members really coach at the rec level, the public park level, and it's about touching new folks with the sport. How do you get more people engaged with the sport?
I think one of the really interesting parts about what PTR does is a once-a-year international rackets conference in February, and that's a big deal. Florida Tennis has been at this conference 2 years most recently, and we've seen some incredible clinics and panels and seminars, and there's even a really neat trade show that happens. Incredible networking opportunities, dinners, drinks, entertainment, etc. But for those who haven't been to the International Rackets Conference, which is a must-attend event, tell us a little bit more about what's coming this year. There's a special anniversary, if I understand correctly.
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about it.
So the International Rackets Conference will take place at Saddlebrook from February 15th through the 18th, 2026. It is our 50th anniversary. We'll be bringing back, members and coaches from all over the world. So you'll have the best coaches in the world that will be here speaking about junior development, 10 and under tennis, 11 to 17, adult programming. I think one of the greatest pieces are when you start out as a coach, you're on the court 40 hours a week, you're on the court 45 hours a week trying to make a living. And then as you grow and mature, the tools that you had at that point aren't necessarily the tools that you're going to need to be successful later on. So how do we provide how do you work with a women's tennis committee? How do you work with a board committee or a men's tennis committee? How do you hire and train others? How do you develop programming that's going to keep your members satisfied and encouraged to keep
engaged.
Coming back?
Yeah.
So it's the continuing education, there's the professional development side. So we're taking the best of the best with the technical, with the mental training, with the high performance, with the physical and off-court training as well, with all those professional development pieces and those soft skills that you need to be successful.
And you guys have some big names that you're going to announce soon, and hopefully we'll have that in Florida Tennis in the next few weeks or a month, hopefully. But I've been on this court right here behind where we're doing our interview, and it's seen Johan Creek, who's based in Florida, Nick Saviano, folks like that are giving clinics on the serve or on footwork or on stroke production. So it's an amazing place because you're really getting high-level training. You're networking with some of the best in the industry, and in my opinion, it's a must-attend event for sure.
Yeah, I think you're dead on there. And I think if you ask the coaches what they gain the most out of, it is probably that sense of community.
Yeah.
It's that sense of networking. It's sense of seeing what are people doing at other clubs. It's that shared experience. It's those round tables. It's those one-on-one conversations. Yes, it is the on-court, the training, the drills, the skills, the new things that folks are doing out there. But I think a lot of our members, and again, having members in 125 countries around the world, they've come here to this conference. They've met the Dennis Vandermeers of the world. They met the other top coaches. And next thing you know, they're working in a club and they've been here in this country for 25, 30 years, bringing their talents and their skills to the table. So it's truly a family-oriented community experience. The networking is phenomenal. The social aspect is great. We're going to have some surprise and delight with entertainment, with some music. There's going to be a great awards banquet as well, and really a tribute to those who have made this such a special place for the last 50 years.
Yep. And PTR should be blessed and happy that they have you on board, new here at the PTR. What's your vision for the future for PTR?
So PTR is really known for being best in class from an education perspective. So it's a good chance for us to really double down on the education side of the equation. It's also a great opportunity for us. PTR is known for making tennis accessible everywhere and to growing the game. From an international perspective, the ITF's goal is to have 120 million people playing the sport by the year 2030.
Sure.
Right? There are about 106 million people playing right now. how can we enhance that? How can we, get more people excited, involved with the sport? And and here in the United States, the USTA,
Yeah.
their goal, has been 2035. They want to have 35 million players. So how can we work with the RSPA? How can we work with the USTA to really raise the level of coach education, professionalism of coaching, make this a career for everybody moving forward? So really doubling down to try to enhance the coach experience and elevate coach education around the world.
Yeah. Well, it's exciting to hear what you have coming up. We'll be reporting on a lot of the news that's unfolding with the PTR in terms of upcoming trainings, the International Rackets Conference, opportunities, some of the big names you have coming. And we're excited to be working with you and, and see what's coming ahead. So thanks so much for taking some time in the hot sun here in Saddlebrook Resort. And you're one of the coolest places in the world, in my opinion, even though I went to high school here. But it's been great having a chance to talk to you.
Thanks to you and Florida Tennis. You're a great partner.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Excellent.